Today is the day that we start on an amazing journey. It's about time. It's time that I be vulnerable with you all and tell you a secret that I have. Call all the shenanigans in all seriousness. This is a new series that is different, that is going to be very fun and very challenging for me, might I say. I'm actually very excited about this. I've had this spark in creativity and I had this brilliant idea because I had to do it anyway. I feel like it's a good way to, I guess, document it, and it may help somebody. I know that's like so vague. I'm very vague in these videos. But this is a new series called In My Bag. And I know you're like, well, okay, she's back in her bag. Yeah, kind of. I'm in this bag. This humongous bag of hair has been on a journey with me from 2015 when I started my YouTube channel, like putting wigs on, up until now. It is 2024 and I gotta get in my bag of wigs because I have wigs that I really enjoyed that I've kept. I mean, human hair wigs, synthetic wigs. What's crazy is before I went to Indonesia, I dramatically reduced this and I just knew I had maybe 5. Okay, that's obviously cutting it, but I didn't think I had this much. It wasn't until my sister asked for a wig that I used for a Valentine's Day shoot. I think it was 2021. And I'll leave a link for that because that wig was bomb. But I had that wig literally in curlers just sitting in my closet. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna wear that wig again, and I never did. So I gave it to her. And I had to go in the bag to find it. This is ridiculous, okay? So as a hair family, we're gonna go through this bag together. We're gonna go and revisit what my thoughts were on some of these wigs. Most of these should have videos up. I will tell you a spoiler, the one that I have coming up first does not have a video up. I actually never posted the video. We'll get into that later, just hang on in there. I have that wig that I'm doing, then I have these 2 wigs that came out the top that I'll be doing next. This is gonna be really fun because I'm gonna challenge myself not only with reviving these wigs, but also styling them in different ways that I've always wanted to style wigs. The first one is gonna be, the reason why I'm doing that wig first is because it's a style that you've seen me do so many times. So I'm gonna create that with this wig that I have coming up first. I am not a professional hairdresser. This is just me doing this out of like hobbies and things and just kind of, you know, see where my creativity will take me on a budget, because these hairdressers out here cost a lot of money now. These wigs are a lot of money. Let's see how we can stretch the ones that we have. A lot of people do reviews on wigs and they never talk about, hey, 3 years later. Well, some do, but some people don't. So let's talk about the longevity. For a person who's not a hairdresser like myself and not privy to all this, you know, stuff. Because I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend like I'm like the best at wigs. Honey, I have some cringe videos. Why y'all let me do that? But anywho, so this is like a mini little intro into that series, just so you kind of understand what the In My Bag series means, because it's not gonna be about new wigs. It's just gonna keep me accountable to make sure that I actually downsize these or find a purpose for them. Like, they have to have a second life. If they can't have a second life, they gotta go. But at least I can try. Let's try together. Okay, for this first wig, I want to put it on and show you guys. This is a kinky straight wig. Y'all know I love kinky straight wigs. Like, that's I think my signature look. So the hairline looks pretty good. It looks like it was plucked or something. Now, I looked through my videos on my channel and I did not see this one. So I'm gonna have editing Brandy pop in here. Do you know where it's from?
This hair is from Wigs and I bought it in September 2021.
There you go. All right, so let's pop this on just so I can see where my head is at. And I will tell you, this is a very vulnerable moment. I used to just pop, when I would be done with these videos, I pop these wigs off and throw them. So a lot of them, whatever state they were in when they left my head, it's the same state they in when it was in this bag. I promise you. Maybe except for maybe 1 or 2 that I know for sure I washed before I put them. Most of these are just like here, okay? So let's do this one. Let's pop this one on. Ooh, this one don't look half bad. Okay, okay. Whoa, that is so, why is it so orange? Please tell me that's like the makeup I use. It has to be. Ah, fudge. Not too shabby. I like it. I like it a lot. What wig is this? Editing Brandy would have told you what wig this is. I'll catch up with her a little bit later for the next clip, but goodness. Why ain't take this for a spin? It don't look too bad. How I cut it, like my ear tabs, this is wild. I don't have a camera, guys. I'm looking at the viewfinder, so please excuse me. I may not be able to see what y'all seeing, but I'm gonna fix up the ear tabs. There's some baby hair here. I don't use the baby hair, but when they have the baby hair like that, especially on a thicker wig, what I like is it gives a more realistic look to me. I'm gonna thin, of course, this out a little bit, but for the most part, it's not too bad. I'm mad at myself. What the heck is this type hairline? Now I do have a black wig cap on underneath this, so it is a little bit dark. I don't think I'm gonna need ball cap method on this. I really don't think so. But what I am gonna do is do those pin curls. It's been my style for a while now. I love the way it looks. I think it's just so movie star beautiful. It's so mature. First things first, we're gonna wash the wig. We need to layer the wig. We need to also like assess the lace. That's before layering, okay? Assess the lace, see what we need to do, because I'm not sure how this looks on camera. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but maybe it's just the lace. I might have to do a lot of things. Anywho, we're gonna look into that. After that, we're going to style. This wig has to have been layered at some point. I don't remember. I know I didn't do it. I'm gonna tell you that. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. It's from Gravity Falls. If you know that TV show, you're cool. I got a game plan. We're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm pretty confident. I'm more nervous about the curling portion of this video because I don't know how to curl hair properly. Styling hair is not the best thing for me. I like things that are already styled. All I gotta do is put the thing, like put the lace on, I'm cool. But like, I never really was big on styling. First things first with this hair, it is shedding. I haven't even really done much and I ain't moved, right? Okay, don't like that. Let's get to it.
So let's get into why this never made the channel. Here are the wig specs. Again, this is from Wigs. This is the hairline that I call myself finishing. The hell? Jesus Christ. Anywho, I put lace spray on this. Why? Who knows? But this is the one that I use. It's not a bad lace spray, by the way. Just want to put that out there. This was also my first time I've ever used glue on my hair. I've never done that. I have done it a few times after it, but I thought this was a good attempt. And this is pretty much what it looked like afterwards. I put some spray down. It helped to hold it down, which it did a great job, I'm not gonna lie. But here were some of my thoughts about the wig after.
I've had this wig on for a full 24 hours and then some. I'm not happy with it. I'm so pissed that I glued it down. The texture that you see, it looked like this little crimply thing they tried to do. They tried to process it that way. So it looked like this coming out of the box. I was like, okay, I'll just like bump that out with, you know, my flat iron. That did not work. It's not thick at all. It never was thick. Yeah, it's soft, but it also stinks. What the fuck, bro? Like, I didn't spend my money on this wig for it to look like this. Like, I don't like this at all.
So this is after I've already washed and conditioned the hair. I'm putting this on to see how I want it to lay and also to get this lace right. The ear tabs were totally fine. It was just that stupid widow's peak. I don't know what I was thinking when I first did this because I don't have that. Like, what the heck? So here I am cutting it off. Also, you can see that the lace now looks normal and it's not that orange color. That lace tint was not needed. I don't know if the lighting in my old apartment was bad or something, but whatever. So let's talk about the claims that I said in that previous video as well. The hair was super thin. I remember that. But once I got it out of that bag, it was fine. And sometimes I have noticed that some of my hair does that. It gets thicker over time. That could have happened here. The smell though, the smell was still there. I didn't notice it until after I had conditioned the hair. If you know about the silicone mix conditioner, it smells like baby powder. It's my favorite. After conditioning with that, I could still smell this factory smell, which was disgusting. So I ended up washing this wig twice. The factory smell was still there. Now, future Brandy, maybe 3 weeks after I filmed this, the smell has gone away after 4 washes. That's wild. But yeah, 4 washes did the trick. After that, I returned the wig back to the mannequin head and I tweezed the lace. So the lace is a little bit thinner, and I am going to show you guys a clip of what the cap construction looks like because the tracks start a little bit closer to the hairline than I would have liked. I didn't even notice that when I was trying the wig on. And you see it here a lot better with the camera. Like, it's a little thick. Now, when it's on, you really don't notice it, so it was totally fine. I'm using the flat iron. Lord Jesus. I'm using a hot comb. Using a hot comb to mold down the hair how I want it to lay so that when I'm styling it looks right. Also, I had to use the viewfinder to look for this part. For some reason, I could not part it. You can see me kind of turning my head a little bit off camera. I'm looking at the viewfinder. I could not see this. Now let's address this texture. After I washed it, I blow dried it, and I flat ironed it. I felt that if I put a little bit more heat on it, it'll bump out that texture. Newsflash, it did not. Even now, it has been 2 to 3 weeks after I filmed this video. I've been wearing this wig. I've washed it a couple times, and it still has that texture. I find that when I'm using the hot comb, those areas, the texture feel a little bit more. So I have to, in my mind, I need to hot comb this whole wig. That's wild. But whatever. Honestly, once I put the curls in it, you don't notice it as much. But wearing this straight, I probably would never wear this without some type of curl or something. You can see it better here in this clip. So I was trying to do this whole styling process without having to buy anything new. So I have a 1-inch wand, and of course I don't have any pins because those evaporated somewhere. Who knows where they are? But I had these curler things. I don't really know what the name of these are, guys. Excuse me, just bear with me. But I had these, and I'm like, I could use these to hold the curls in place. It would make sense, right? So I did this, and this took me honestly about like 2-3 hours, honestly, because first I tried to flat iron it, like I said, to get those crinkles out, which didn't work, and then I ended up doing these. So I also had to make sure that I counted because I only had, I think, 3 packs of these. So I had to make sure that I had enough to fit my whole head. I didn't want to get to the front, and I didn't have any more. So if you're trying to do it this way, just letting you know, it's going to take forever. After this, I literally went to the store, I think the same day or the day after, to buy me a 1.5-inch curler. And I've been using it ever since. It takes me 15 minutes to do the same wig. So yeah. So I got to the front, and I did it in smaller sections just so that the curls would be a little bit more va-va-voom, if you will. Not too much volume, more so for the curl behind the ear look. Again, listen, if there's a technical term for that, tell me. I don't think there is, but you know what I mean, y'all. After I finished curling, I let this sit for like 15-20 minutes. I should have let it sit a little bit longer, or also use hairspray just to hold the curls a little bit better. This is a straight wig, so the curls are going to fall. Like, I never wanted it to be super curly. Like, that's kind of how I wanted to. So also keep that in mind if you're doing a straight wig, it's going to fall. Especially a wig that's like chemically processed to be straight. Like, it's not gonna hold a curl very well. But these turned out very well. They were just really, not really, but they were a little bit tighter than I wanted it to be. Hence why I went and bought that 1.5-inch curler, because that was the size that I was going for. So once I let these all come out, I like ran my fingers through a little bit, only towards the top. I wanted to keep the curls on the bottom curled like that until I put it on and actually styled it on my head. This looked so good on a mannequin head. Like, oh, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was feeling myself. I was very proud. So now it is time to put this on. Remember how I said I didn't need a ball cap? Well, I decided I was going to do it anyway, and this is what we came up with. Now, you can see that my foundation starts way behind the line, and let me explain why. I use the Bold Hold Liquid Gold to put on that ball cap, and I also am using it to secure my wig down. When you put the bowl hold on and you put a lot of it on top, the foundation that you use, it's not going to penetrate that ball cap like you want it to. So what I wish I would have done is done the foundation on the ball cap first, then secured it down. I didn't even need a ball cap for this. After I did this video and I was wearing it again and again, I don't even wear a ball cap with it. Like, I just put on black wig caps, to be honest with you, and you really can't tell. I just put foundation in the parting space just so it can blend. So this was the beginning of me messing up my hairline. So for the bold hold, you want to put that on and you're going to use warm air to dry it down. Now for the lace melt spray, you're supposed to put it on and then use a cool setting to dry it, then tie it down. I tied it down first, then tried to like dry it up after the fact. Don't do that because it messed up and I just kept making it worse. And you're going to see it right here in this clip where it looks fine when you're far away, but when you come up, you see all this crustiness. Ew. And you can also see the ball cap underneath. Trash. So don't do what I did. Again, in retrospect, like, I just didn't know. Reading is fundamental, but I did get better with this. Now that I've used it properly, girl, the wig lays nice. So it was a user error, not the products. Products are actually great.
First wig down. I think I did a pretty good job. I liked how it came out. I'm happy that I didn't have to do a lot of customizing as far as the lace goes. Like the curls, because I don't have that 1.5 inch barrel curl, a curling wand, not wand, but you know, actual curler. I need to get that because that would help. This took so long to do for no reason. And those little curl things that I used, that rubber band part, it left a dent in a lot of the curls and they start going weird directions. But anywho, this little area right here, I just need this to swoop back. And I'm still gonna play with the hairline a little bit. How I use the bold hold, I think that's what messed up the lace in that one area. And I'm just making it worse by continuously putting stuff on it. So I'm just gonna stop. And I'll fix it later. It's probably, again, probably just the ball cap, but this came out so pretty and like, this is what I wanted, kind of. I need these to fall just a little bit more and then I'll be okay. This side is exactly what I wanted because once this falls, it's gonna look so, so pretty. At this point, I'm rambling. Y'all don't even know I'm delirious at this point. I'm about to fall asleep. But this was an all-day thing for me. It took a minute because I wanted to take my time to figure out how to do it properly. I've been, again, like back into this, I want to try new things and I want to see how far I can go as far as my very limited skill set in hair. Thank y'all for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time when I get in my bag.